Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to Alaska. You can see an article here dated today, April 8th of 2022, goes on to say, ominous cloud seen over Alaska sparks conspiracies. Well, there's no conspiracy about the cloud. The conspiracy, I suppose, would be of its origins and quite possibly what's in front of this very long cloud. This photo was sent in by Regina today from Alaska, who happened to see this yesterday. Unusual looking indeed. We're going to come back and take a much closer look at the cloud as I zoomed in and did some enhancement work on the cloud itself, and there is something very unique about that cloud indeed. Also, I want to touch base on this, what looks like a rocket launch. I've had two different people in the last 2 days send me this video, and it's of a very bright light in the Southern California sky that looks very similar to a SpaceX rocket launch. I have some up-close video footage that I took myself of that very launch that you're going to see here in just a moment. First, over here at the website, quick look at the Schumann resonance. You can see a major spike ongoing that's been ongoing now for the last 4.5 hours. Very strong signature in the Schumann resonance. Coming over to the Space Weather Prediction Center, looking at the planetary K index, you can see a little bit of activity in the last 24 hours. Small spikes in the data, nothing major. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Looks like there could have been a localized earthquake, albeit small, but nevertheless, that is an earthquake at a supervolcano caldera. Showed up over here at Soda Butte, Parker Peak, and it doesn't appear to be anywhere else except maybe over here at the promontory. 3 locations on the east side of the caldera showing earthquake signatures. Looking at the cyclone situation, you can see an area of interest down here east and north of New Zealand that hasn't quite formed yet, and you can see a tropical storm that has formed and is named Malakas above the equator. That's at the 6-degree north latitude. Right now headed towards the 10-degree, expected to be a major storm in less than 5 days, a Category 3 storm as it approaches the 20-degree north latitude. Little early, we don't normally see counterclockwise storms above the equator in April, but it does happen from time to time, and this is one of those rare situations. Speaking of rare situations, coming over here and looking at the Lake Mead water level, set yet another new record at 1,060 feet. That measurement was taken yesterday on April the 7th. The last 10 records have been 10 consecutive years in a row. 21 through 2012 all have been new record lows each consecutive year. And the most recent measurement, which was taken today, shows the water level at 1,059 feet. And the measurement was taken today. It just hasn't been updated yet over here at the Lake Mead water database. But you can see there was a measurement on April 8th, 1,059 feet. That's the lowest it's ever been since it was filled. And for those of you that have done your research on the water situation at Lake Mead and who has water rights to this water, if it ever gets below 900, Arizona will no longer receive water from Lake Mead. That's why it's such a big deal. There are millions of people that depend on this as a water source, and it continually gets lower and lower and lower each year, setting new records with each passing day. And today was yet another new record at Lake Mead. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos, sent in from all around the world. We'll come back and take a look at those here in just a moment. I wanted to visit this, what looks like a SpaceX rocket launch to me, but what's so cool about it? For some reason, this is recirculating. I've had 2 different people share that with me, but I want to share with you guys my experience with that rocket launch that occurred a few years back. Keep in mind, I'm over here in Arizona, okay? Let me pause it real quick. I took this video. It was at 6:33 p.m. It originated from California, okay? And that's what it looked like over in Southern California. This is what it looked like down here in Southeast Phoenix, over 300 miles away. And you're going to see a secondary light appear, and it showed up at the beginning of the video over in Southern California. And this is the same object. This is a SpaceX rocket launch. You can start to see it right there. And it's going to pass the rocket itself. That's some sort of a light that had been following the SpaceX rocket launch and then just took off. I witnessed it firsthand. This is my video. I took it myself at 6:33 p.m. the night of December 23rd. This is clear back in 2017, but for some reason, that rocket launch is recirculating. Like I said earlier, I've had two different people share that video clip with me just in the last couple of days, and this is what it looked like going over our community. You can see the rooftops of my neighbors, and there's the rocket going from west to east, once again at 6:33 p.m. So more than likely, that's not a mystery. That is some sort of a SpaceX rocket launch. Now going back to Alaska, the ominous-looking cloud seen over the Alaska's Lazy Mountain area. You can see some photos here at the BellinghamHerald.com. Goes on to say a large worm-like cloud materialized this week over Alaska's Lazy Mountain, igniting conspiracy theories and prompting an investigation and explanation from Alaska State Troopers. It happened around 7 a.m. on Thursday, April 7th, and photos show the streak of smoke resembling everything from a falling meteor to a burning aircraft. Social media explanations included talk of an eruption, some sort of a possible UFO, maybe an asteroid entering the atmosphere. They were describing it as kind of eerie looking, and here's the photo that was taken by Regina of Alaska, who shared that with me via email. And here is a slideshow I put together of that photo using different techniques trying to pull forward any possible features that you don't see from the original distance here. This is the original photo right here sent in by Regina. I just zoom in and I try to get a look at what's in front of this long, what looks like a long tube in the sky. And you're going to see something, here it is in a different format, you're going to see something that looks like a diamond. It's very bright. There is something glowing down here at the front of this thing. Appears to be moving in this direction, or whatever it was moving in that direction, leaving behind what looks like a roundish trail in the sky that was very perplexing to people that actually saw it. Here's a close-up of the front of this unusual streak in the early morning sky. Again, this was observed around 7 a.m. above the Lazy Mountain region of Alaska. See that diamond shape right there that appears to be reflecting sunlight more than likely? Either way, it's very bright. This is an inverted format. Light is dark and dark is light, and you can see it looks blue in this format. It's not actually blue, but you can see how it's got an unusual shape, almost a diamond shape to it. I suppose it could have been some sort of a large meteor. Don't know. I still have not gotten any confirmation exactly what this was. Witnessed on April 7th of 2022 above Alaska, leaving behind, again, a very unique trail in the sky that was witnessed by many people. So right now, it's still unclear what that object was above Alaska, April 7th at 7 a.m. Thanks, Regina, for the incredible photo. Really appreciate that. Got a quick look at today's ultraviolet reading from right out here in Southeast Phoenix. I took this reading at high noon, 12 noon, under clear skies, not a cloud for miles. The estimated UV was around 7.8 for today, April the 8th. The reading I got was a 12. That's the maximum reading. That is a extreme reading in April. That's not a springtime reading. That is a summertime reading, a late July, August reading. It's not uncommon to see 11 plus UV readings out here in the summertime, just not in April. So for some reason, I'm detecting extreme UV readings, summertime readings in early spring. Once again, a 12 UV today on April 8th of 2022. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. Starting out in Queen Bay in New South Wales, Australia, photos sent in by Rob. What he noticed over here in the sky was what looked like a triangle, not only one, but possibly two, sitting in the daytime sky clouds above New South Wales, Australia. Also shared this photo of an orange sky as thunderstorms were moving through the area. You can see the cloudy skies, and then right there At sunset, the clouds were bright orange, also producing some unusually wavy, very low to the ground clouds visible from New South Wales. Unique clouds that you don't see very often. Staying in Australia, Queensland, photo sent in by Scott of Jupiter and Jupiter's moons over here on the left, and of course our moon over there on the right. That is Jupiter. And here's a closer view of our moon sent in by Flipster out of Ormond Beach, Florida. Getting a close-up view. Very good view of the moon here sent in by Flipster. That would be Melly from the southeast coast of Florida. Photo here sent in by Jensen out of Ozark, Missouri, of a big jumbo halo in the sky around the sun. Nikki out of North Plains, Oregon. Notice quite possibly the same halo in the sky. To Heartline, Washington, photo sent in by Paul of some unusual lines in the sky, kind of making a figure 8 pattern in the daytime sky. Couldn't help but notice. That's what compelled him to take the photo. He shared them with me, and I'm sharing them with you. If you guys have any large videos that you'd like to share and you can't attach them to the email, come over here to the website. The website is earthwatchman.com. You can attach the large video by clicking on this red banner. If you click on that red banner, it will redirect you to a Dropbox page. Please include your first name, location, and the date, and I will take it from there. And yet another incredible photo sent in by Tasia and Tara out of Northwest Territories, Canada, of the recent Northern Lights. These were taken from Northern Canada just a few nights ago. Great job, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.